The following is a presentation of TFNN. The Tom O'Brien Show is produced every business day after the market close. Tom takes your phone calls from 4 to 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time using the data available at that time.
Let's go to Brandon in Tampa, Florida. Hey, Brandon, what's going on?
Hi, Tom. Thank you for taking my call.
Sure. Thanks for calling. Thanks for holding, man.
Thanks, buddy. I've been listening to your show for over 16 years. I'm a very loyal listener to you, and I appreciate for all the education and everything you have to offer us.
Well, I really appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. Thanks so much, man.
I have hardly ever missed your show. I'm there, and I want to again thank you so much.
Now, Tom O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 9 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone had a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks. Let's take a look at one of our 4 agreements. Don't make assumptions. Ask for what you want. Find the courage to ask for what you want. Others have the right to tell you yes or no, but you always have the right to ask. Likewise, you have the right to ask everyone else what they want, and you have the right to say yes or no. And they have the right to say yes or no. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We had the Dow Industrials up 7, NASDAQ down 3, S&P's flat, gold contract up $4.80, trading at $1,678 an ounce. Silver down 3 cents at $31.84 an ounce. Platinum up 25 bucks at $1,736 an ounce. Copper down 2 pennies at $3.75 a pound. Light sweet crude flat at $96.78. That light sweet crude made it all the way back. That baby was down there and came all the way back. Bonds up 36, trading at 143.22. Got back inside the higher range. Bonds are going to move topside. King dollar has moved topside. Up another 267 ticks. 79.80. King dollar's on its way up to this 81.50 area. Euro down 64 at 135.19, and the yen was flat at 93.53. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world? In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. I'll tell you. So, flat market in the cash S&P, but when we take a look at this baby, this is what you have, folks. So, February 1st, which was last Friday, we get to 1514.41. We come back down Monday, go back up Tuesday, and go sideways today. This is a major top, folks, because what you have here is this. This is the type of volatility that happens at tops. And what it is that it's like the bulls are saying, oh no, when we get down. The bears are saying, oh no, when it go back up. And this is the type of volatility that comes in at these tops. Now, I want to go through this first. I'm going to show you, basically, it's already happened in Germany, and it's got smoked, folks. Germany, in 12 hours, has given back till December 11th, and it did it with volume. So that's your S&P. We go over to the Dow Industrials, same setup in the Dow Industrials. Dow Industrials, we go up last Friday, give it all back Monday. Go up Tuesday, flat market out here today. Flat market, by the way, but with no volume. 673 million. NASDAQ Composite. Same setup in the Composite. Which we have with the Composite now is this. Composite got to a price point today of 3174.81. And what's happening there, folks, is that the 3178 area is back from the September 21st of 2012. Well, that is 2.5 billion shares, and the composite itself just can't get through it. Same type of setup. Now, if we go to the SPY, let's go look at the SPY here. So the SPY, what do we do? And the SPY today, well, first off, let's go back to the first time we were up. First time we were up 131 million shares. That was last Friday. You come back down with 159. Yesterday, we did 113. Today we did 126. Not enough juice. The Qs, the 3 Qs. What do we have with the 3 Qs? 3 Qs, what you have. Now, the NDX 100, by the way, is the weakest indice. By far, too. The highs of the 3 Qs, folks, okay, is 70.58. The 3 Qs have not been able to make it over the swing high that was, it's a little island up there on January 23rd. It missed it by a penny on last Friday, but it still hasn't been able to do it. And each and every time it's pushing into that area, volume dies in the vine. We did 40 million shares today, going into the 53 million, but the 53 million is not even the benchmark. The benchmark is 75 million. If we go over to Apple and take a look at Apple, they're trying to do everything and anything to keep people in Apple, folks. They had out there today, intraday, when that thing was running up. Well, what it was is pretty wild, actually. What the rumor was is that Bill Miller was saying that, you know, it's undervalued. Well, of course he's going to say it's undervalued. He owns the stock, okay? But the bottom line is that it made a difference. Stock went from 452 up to 466 and only gave it right back again. But bottom line, the volatility is there, the distribution is there, and it's there in spades. Bond market. Let's go over to the bonds and we take a look at bonds. So what bonds have done today is this. But, you know, now this is what's cool. See, so we were just talking about the S&P, the Dow, the NASDAQ, what happens at highs, right? Where my take is that you get a major change here. Well, at lows, it's the same, just the opposite inside the bonds. This is what you have. Your benchmark on the 30-year right now is 143.08. That was the swing point from the 17th of September. Well, what happens? We've been here now for 7 days, and it's just enough to keep the bulls worried and the bears worried. And that's what happens in these large corrections. And in this particular case, if you do look at it intraday, what you'll see is that what hasn't been tested yet, what's going to get tested is that 144.10 area, because we get juice up in that area inside the actual future. The dollar. Now, the dollar is going to be the mover of the whole ball of wax, meaning that I suspect what you're going to see is the dollar is going to go a lot higher. Tomorrow in European land, there's going to be quite a few announcements by the banks over there. So we'll see whether they want to weaken the euro or not. But right now, the dollar index, we're at 79.80. You did 25,000 contracts. You're basically going to make a run for this 80.79. Now, what I would like to see, so what the dollar did is this. The dollar rejected lower price, came off that, and as it came off it, it wasn't bad, you know, volume-wise. I'd still like to see more volume. You know, we've been doing about 27, 28. You want about 44,000 contracts. That's what I'm looking for. Gold. We take a look at the gold market, still a problem, big problem too. What you don't want to see, if you're bullish gold, folks, you don't want to see what happened today. And this is what it is. We did 87,000 contracts when we went up. If you're bullish gold, what you want to see is 87,000 contracts and you go down. That's the bottom line. Each and every time, you know, that way we basically heading lower. You're heading lower at 177,000 contracts. It's big numbers when you're heading lower versus heading higher. And that's what you want to basically see as. And the reason being is that you want to show that, hey, there's no sellers on the way down and there's buyers on the way back up. That's what you're looking for. Green Mountain, GMCR. Green Mountain just come out with numbers. Green Mountain closed at $48. She's trading at $43. And if you want to see just a classic, just going back to ICE, folks, that's all Green Mountain has done. You pull this up, and what you're going to see, you just put this on a 2-year. If you have the out of time in the trade, folks, just open it to going back to ICE. It's a classic. And what we did is this. Green Mountain, number one, has come down from a price point of $115. We had the first leg down, you have the second leg down. Well, the second leg down, the high of that was $50.50. You had done 149 million shares. Well, guess what? We came up to $49.10. And when we take a look at that on the weekly, this is pretty sick. So it's 24 million versus 149. See ya. Don't want to be ya. And that's going to be the same with Green Mountain, because what you're going to have, you're at 43.90. No doubt, huge counter trend bounce. There's no two ways about that. And what you have at the 43.90, she'll make her way back now to at least the 37. The 37 is where she came off the bottom. She gapped higher, and she still had no juice from that particular point. AKAM. Let's see what Akamai Technology is doing out here. Akamai closed at 41. She's trading at 37. And so she's gonna. She's going back and she's filling a gap. Let me put this back a little bit further. So put it back 2 years. I got to put it back 3 years. Okay. There she is. Okay, this is the same deal. You're going to... Okay, so Akamai, what Akamai had done? February of 2011. Goes downtown with 72 million shares. She's been going uptown with 9 million. That's pretty incredible. 72 to 9, and that's it. That's all she wrote. We'll put this on a 5-year basis. And on a 5-year basis, what you're going to see is this. She's going right into this... Amazing, actually. She's going into this supply line. Now, the supply line, when we came down, folks, we came down with 164 million shares, and you're going up with 45 million. You never want to see that. Ever, ever, ever. And what that is, folks, you got to remember something. Just forget it if you've never done anything technically. Just understand this for 1 second. Everyone is trapped at the highs, and they're trapped at the highs for almost 11 months with big volume up there, especially on the way down. That's just people, they're praying to get their money back. That's all. That's what a supply line's all about. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. You stay right there, folks. We're coming right back. We ended out, finish up 7, NASDAQ down 3, S&Ps are flat. We're going to be right back.